bull hockey. I want to watch bulls play hockey. Hey guys, so this is Anna and I'm Madelyne, and today we're going to be just talking about our best friend relationship and stuff. Continue.
So we have questions here that we're going to answer about our friendship, and we're going to talk about like when we met and how we met, whatever, like all that jazz.
You said that in a video before.
So let's get,
all that jazz.
That's my saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So let's get started. Number 1, where/how we met. So one day I was taking out the trash, and it was October of 2012, and she was going for a walk, and she came by my house, and I was like, no, she said, hey, my name's Madelyne, I live next door. And then I was like, oh, cool, you're one of, at the time, one of our friends. I was like, oh, you're her friend, right? And she was like, yeah, I know her. And then, so I was like, oh yeah, she talked about you all the time and all that stuff.
And then, so we didn't talk really after that. I saw her in her backyard. Every time I'd see her, like, I really had no friends, like, then. So every time I would see her, I'd, like, run outside and, like, be like, accidentally run into her. That sounds so
I still
weird.
can't believe you did that. I know.
But I just really wanted a friend. That sounds so desperate. But, like, she, like, I hadn't had any friends for, like, a really long time, and she was around my age. And that just, like, was really exciting that she lived right next door. And then, so nothing happened for a few weeks. And then I was gonna go over when her little sister, Addison, was outside with her friend from her old neighborhood. They went in the backyard, and Anna was at the fair with our old friend. And, so that kind of made me sad, but I just played with the girls. And I introduced Addie and Smoochie. And I remember we took a picture of them all together, and it made Smoochie really excited because she didn't really have any friends then. And then, so a few weeks later, I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna go over there. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go over there. I'm just saying this because I just want encouragement. She's like, you should. And you know what? If they can't hang out, then they can't hang out. I'm like, you are right. And so I went over there. I was scared to death. I was like, I just want to know if the girls want to go on a walk. So Miss Mary, Anna's mom, Smoochie, and
oh, that's what we're talking about, One Direction.
Yeah. And so we were walking, and then I was like, it was like really awkward.
Yeah, and then
it was so awkward.
Yes, I remember that.
I was like, so do you like One Direction? And she was like, what'd you say?
I was like, yeah, I like Harry. And then you're like, girl, I love him too. This is gonna be a great friendship. That's all I know. That's what you said. And I was like, okay, this girl's kind of creepy. Like, she thinks we're gonna be like friends. And then no, like that sounds really bad.
Yeah, and then we got back to our house, and then she was like, man, I gotta go to church, but I wish you could go with me. I was like,
yeah, I was
like,
I don't even know you. You want to go to youth group with me? And then she was like, no. I was like, okay.
And then, well, I couldn't.
Well, I thought I was trying to be nice. Because, like, because it was, like, kind of, like, forward. You're, like, forward. You're like, this is going to be a great friendship. And I was like...
Yeah, anyway. So then, and so then we would hang out, and then we'd talk on our back porch. I remember every time I tried to say something funny, she'd just look at me like...
And now I can't stop laughing at everything. Oh, my gosh. That wasn't funny. That was horrible. Oh, my gosh.
But that was more emotion than I got.
My... eardrum.
And then, so then we would hang out on our back porch, and we have this one picture that we're gonna pop up now. And, so we took that. It was our first selfie we ever took.
My Instagram name was like swagmuffin534, and that was like the worst Instagram name. Cause like a boy in my church started calling me that, and I was like, oh, look at my Instagram name.
And so there's a period where we just didn't talk, and then maybe
I don't even know why.
Around
that girl was weird. I got my own life. Not that you were weird.
Anna likes staying inside a lot.
That's true. No, but I was out a lot. Like I went over to a friend's house a lot. Like I went over to our old friend's house, and I went over to my other friend's house that lived in my old neighborhood a lot. Cause I like just moved from there to here, so I was still like adjusting. So I wanted to go over to their house, and like we had to do stuff with the move and all that stuff. So.
And then so then we just started talking again, and then we started hanging out, and we got closer and closer. And
the first time we met, like you cried in front of me. Like we were talking on my back porch.
Oh yeah,
you cried about something like no friend.
Yeah, and I knew that kind of made us closer, and that was really good. So then I was about to have back surgery, and I remember right before that I was like, I have to get Anna a present. I have to get her a present before I go to back. Remember?
It was on my birthday.
I do. Yeah,
it wasn't on my birthday.
It was the January 21st.
Because you couldn't go to my party.
Yeah, but then you reschedule like a month later. And so I like got her a present. I remember giving it to her, and then I had surgery, and I was out. I couldn't go. Anna came in like when I got home, like a few days after I got home from the hospital, but I couldn't move. It was horrible, horrible pain, and then
I don't remember that.
So then I went to her party at this place called Frankie's, and it's just kind of like
it's a fun party.
It's and
it's like it's like Chuck E. Cheese, but like for like older kids. I don't know.
And so then we went on this ride, and I wasn't supposed to because my mom said I couldn't ride anything. The bench. We called it the bench so we could talk about it, but then no one would know. And so we were like, that was
went upside down.
That bench.
That was so fun.
It was
the
like,
coolest, man.
Yeah,
I was like screaming and crying. I was like, why'd you make me go on this ride?
I know.
We went there with Judith too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was less detrimental than the go-kart race.
I know.
That was. And then some kid, like, got in front of me. I was like, really? Oh, I almost got my coffee.
Anyways.
Okay, so that was just, like, what you get to know. And then that last summer, we got really, really close. And now we're super close.
No, we're not. I hate you.
I know, I hate you too. Anyway, next question!
Biggest fight.
Well, that was
about us fighting.
Like,
you always start the fights! Or something.
Was it? No. Remember that time where we were, like, fighting, like we were like pushing each other over and stuff, and then you like rammed into the chair and you like left?
Because I was crying.
I know.
Because I hurt.
Yeah, but you hit me like we're gonna like fight over this like after that fight, but like you hit me, and then so I like pulled you over, and you know, like being the strong person I am, it hurt her, but she hurt me like really hard before, but I didn't say anything about that.
Like slap fight. I don't really know like text messaging fights.
Oh, text message. There's one in the mountains. We always kind of start those because we don't really know what the other one is saying for real.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's get off the.
Anyways. Last text message. I told her to come over to my house. We can film a video.
Let me read it word by word. So the last text message. The last text message. That's good coffee. I've got it and saw something, and I'm editing the video. Come I adore.
Yeah, come I adore.
And she meant inside. And then she said, well, the last one was inside, star. You know, like, trying to, anyway.
That was good, okay. Best memory. So we went to Kings Dominion last summer with my church group. And we, like, the bus ride there and back was probably, it was amazing.
So fun.
It was funny.
She fell asleep.
Yeah. She French braided my hair, and I, like sleeping like on her. And then favorite video that we've ever made on YouTube.
You can go ahead.
My favorite video that we've made has probably been the best friend tag with whipped cream.
That was funny.
That was so fun. That flip that I did, not the flip, but like the fall when I fell, that was not staged.
That was not. I promise.
That was so fun.
And what did I? There was one. What was it?
Backwards.
That one is pretty funny, but like
that air flip though.
But like when I edit them, I hate them so much because I've like played it over and over again. But I really like the Disney theme song.
Funny.
That was theme song Disney song challenge. Oh, I'm gonna spill my coffee again.
So next question: what's our favorite song?
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Shows that we watched together. Well, we used to watch The Fosters together, but then we don't watch that anymore. And
it was pretty good, I guess.
When it was Christmas and I got my laptop for Christmas, we started watching Pretty Little Liars.
And then our all-time favorite show that we watch all time is Reba.
God
God love. What?
God.
Oh, like, God love show.
God love. Place we want to visit together, Monte Carlo, or just like Europe in general.
Dude, okay, we saw Monte Carlo and they're like best friends.
The movie, and they're like best friends, and we're like, we gotta go there, you know?
Yeah, so
and then like
probably
meet the hot guy.
Probably like Italy or France. It's like where, or England. England. I mean, we used to hate them, but now we love them.
We love the British. Man.
I mean, like, we may not get along, and we may fight. I mean, we won the war and everything. Anyway, next question.
Okay,
Don't need to fit any of those.
A lot of British.
British.
Okay.
I love crumpets.
So our favorite YouTuber to watch together is probably O2L, and like all of their guest stars. We kind of watch.
I guess.
all
Yeah, we
their
watched one of their
videos
challenges. The other aren't that great to me. Anyway, next question.
Okay. Favorite picture that we've ever taken together. We're gonna show it right now. Favorite place we've been together, King's Dominion, ride the roller coasters and did all that jazz there, and ate like the pizza that was like the size of my head, you know.
We didn't eat pizza.
That was good. Oh, we ate Chick-fil-A. That was like $7.
What were you thinking of?
Cause we went into the other place, we ate pizza.
Okay,
But anyways, and then we ate Chick-fil-A when it was raining, and it was like $7 for like a Chick-fil-A sandwich,
gosh.
but you know. Okay, so the last question of this video is, what is your best friend handshake?